There's a moderation pop-up? What does this say? Oh, okay. Hmm. Hello. It is dark. I know you cannot see me. Can you see the road? Only kind of. We are driving at night. And I remembered to turn the Bluetooth off so the microphone wasn't going through the stereo and being very nasty sounding. So, how is everyone doing tonight? I know there are no viewers currently, and hopefully there will be more. Oh, someone's passing. Lovely. Double yellow line. I'm going above the speed limit. Yeah, brake lights, no doubt. Yeah. The things you see at night. Normally, it's not much, actually. I mean, it's usually like there's hardly any traffic. Maybe you see some popos, some coyotes. Cows trying to kill take little dogs in here. That sort of thing. But generally, it's like, you know, kind of one of the benefits of driving, going to your job is that there's not a whole lot of traffic. And it's cool at night, so fuel burns more efficiently. You get better MPGs. My truck gets 14.7 gallons per mile. It's amazing. Yeah. Speaking of which, I found a really good deal on a used Prius, 2009 Prius, and unfortunately, it's got some weird issues. It's throwing. I got a throwing some codes. I couldn't see the codes at first because the generic OBD2 scanner couldn't read hybrid codes. So now I've got an idea that it was something to do with the hybrid stuff, but I don't know exactly what it is. So kind of I'm recording diagnosing some of it. I've recorded changing the plugs and coils and stuff, which the coils I got were bad, like new from the box. That stinks. So I sent those back to Amazon. I put the original Toyotas back in, and it seems like the gas side of it runs better with the new spark plugs, but it's still there's something wrong with the hybrids. I'm not sure if it's the hybrid battery that's going bad. It only has like 100,000 miles on it, which is amazing, but it's still 2009, so it's pretty old, and I'm not sure how to diagnose it. And I'm used to working on older stuff like gas cars, trucks. So I'm familiar with diagnosing, if something goes wrong there. And the gas side of the Prius, that's all pretty predictable. You can kind of understand, or I'm used to that more so. So the like sparks and coils, spark plugs and coils, that kind of thing. But the hybrid side, the uh, high voltage electric side, I'm like, I'm not sure. I have some there's ways to be safe about it, but because it's the first time I'm dealing with it, I'm trying to learn as much as I can first. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos and studying up what I can. I have some high voltage gloves as well. If I'm not sure, I can slap those guys on and feel a little safer. But I have a feeling it's some kind of sensor throwing off the system, making it seem worse than it is. It's you get the red triangle of death, is what they call it, and it's apparently just the something's wrong for the second gen Prius. So once I can figure out what that is, uh, I'll probably post it on Pyro Jason. I figured, so this is just kind of a brainstorming session, but TrashProp really has just been random stuff. But I would like it to be like, hey, I'm making money from flipping the stuff I found, and that was the original idea of TrashProp. As I've said several times, was like making props from stuff we find in the trash. Um, I'm I like the idea of also making videos of, how we made money from stuff we found like in dumpsters and this and that and flipping. But, you know, a lot of the stuff I'm working on and recording, like the shop stuff, like small engine repair, it doesn't really belong on TrashProp. So I'll probably put that on PyroJason just because it's more fire and gasoline and that kind of stuff, closer to explosions. So it makes sense. TrashProp has just been, you know, appropriately named the dumping ground for just whatever kind of creative stuff. Had over a year of posting a short daily, which was fun. It was really good practice. If you're trying to get into YouTube and you're not sure what to do, take that opportunity to just start making shorts, like short form video. And like you don't have to do one every day like I did, but if you want practice being consistent in uploading, just making whatever you want, like just random videos. That's really good practice for getting into the habit. And yeah, it's random, it's fun. I would really like to get into putting more effort and energy into videos that I really genuinely care about, like doing more of the cinematic side that I originally wanted to do. And yeah, it's just it obviously takes a lot more effort than just pumping out random shorts every day. So that's the that's where we're at in terms of the YouTube stuff. And yeah, got a little one on the way in a few months, so trying to get caught up and earn extra money doing odd jobs. I'm doing a lot of just different handyman jobs and doing some DoorDash. That was the idea of the Prius. Like I never saw myself driving a Prius, like a four door that could handle moving stuff around, but decent MPGs, like at least 40 MPG. Mine was running a little rough, so it's like 39. Oh, but versus the truck that gets 14 on a good day, that's pretty good. So if you're, it's another thing I can say with a little bit of experience. If you're looking for a side hustle to make a little extra money, DoorDash is pretty good. Uber Eats I hear is all right. Um, I can do Uber, but you got to make sure that you're driving something that the cost of you know running the system isn't cutting into your profits so much that it's just hurting. You know, so look at your monthlies and figure out if it makes sense. And yeah, that's just a bummer about the Prius. 'Cause come on, man, I got that to make money, and now I've got to figure out like one of the things I looked up one of the codes. It was like a I don't remember what it was exactly, but forums I was on reading, it was like, Toyota said it could be $4,000 to $5,000, and I'm like, that's like the cost of that's the car. I mean, I'm not gonna put that much into the car. It's old, and man, it's really clean inside, but underneath, you can tell it was a northern car. It has rust, and we're in the South here, man. Most of the stuff I work on does not have a whole lot of rust, thankfully. But this poor Prius, man, it has seen some rust, some salt. Uh, it was in Chicago, Illinois. So yeah. If anybody's chatting, I'm not really paying attention because we're coming back from the night gig, and yeah, I am coming back from the night gig. Yes, precious Reaper. So feel free to I guess chat amongst yourselves. I can see for a little bit there were 20 or so people in here. How's it going? Hope you're having a good life, good day, good evening, good night, good 11th, whatever time it is. I hope you're having an awesome time, and I hope you're trying to do something today that makes you better than your yesterday. And really that's the goal for every day. If we can strive for that, that's a good way to go about things. This is darker than I was expecting to be, but it is night, so Yes. Yeah, in case anyone does hear this, either now or later in the future, whatever, if you have any preferences on videos that I've made, shorts that Trash Pop has made, let me know. If I look at my analytics and just go straight from there, one of my channels analytically just thinks it should be only Spider-Man, which honestly, I'm probably not going to do that. Um, just, probably not going to make all Spider-Man content, despite every single Spider-Man related thing doing well. I don't know why. It's just ridiculous. So, but that's niching down. I guess if I want to make a Spider-Man channel, then that's that's the thing. Uh, but yeah, you said trash props per year, just putting out a short day for fun and practice, and it was a I felt like when I stopped doing that, I'm like, oh man, I'm missing something. What am I doing? Forgetting something. Yeah, every day. I'm not making a short every day as I was. So, but it was nice to take a break after that, just because it was the, the first couple weeks I was kind of putting more time into them, and then as I'm like realizing, oh gosh, this is. I started queuing up a few at a time and being like, well, I could do this, 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 and I recorded that bug earlier. So the bug content usually does pretty good too. Like I've always been interested in like nature and flowers and bugs and stuff. So I guess I could do like, I could just be a bug catcher. That's always interesting. Mm. Hello, how you doing? uh, like usually, if I have some kind of animal or nature, I guess it makes sense. Like cats still run YouTube. That seems to be the case. Uh, but like cute animals always do well on YouTube. So could do nature, could do bugs and cute animals and stuff. But honestly, like I don't know really what to do because like I kind of just thought, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever the names are. So the two that I'm primarily working on are Trash Prop and Pyro Jason. The Pyro Jason was Pyro Jason Explodes, which was gonna be just blowing things up, but uh, you know, I I do a lot more than that. I just don't know. I'm like I need to just make content and let it fall where it does. I have a lot of tech related content too that I would like to do on my tech related mail address. And that I might do is just, I have a ton of videos for, of resolving like Windows issues and finding workarounds to different problems. And when you get locked out of things, how to fix it and a lot of that. But I've never really posted that on any of my YouTube channels because I don't just, that's so I say random. Like random has been the niche, so I just don't know if I should put it there or not. I feel like I should just put all the tech related stuff on a tech channel. Been listening to the podcast, uh, vidIQ, the vidIQ podcast, and there's a lot of really good just information on these. The guy Travis, which I think is his middle name, he has been interviewing bigger YouTube names like it's really impressive some of the names they're getting on there to talk about how their YouTube journey has been and success and failures and things. And some of them, oh my gosh, like they're sharing information on there. It's like, man, I wanted to be a YouTuber for fun, but I'm like hearing the kind of money they're doing and like buying their fifth house and stuff like that. I'm like, heck yeah, man. If I could make videos for fun about things that I wanted to make anyway, and it made money. Yeah, like having a monetization strategy. I just that's another thing because like some of the content that I want to make, if it's like I don't know, like firearm related or explosive related on Pyro Jason, I just don't know if that would be. It's not like not family friendly, especially depending on the family, but it's not all brand friendly, if that makes sense. So, if you've got, here's the biggest firecracker that you could buy in the United States or from Brazil or whatever, and you're demonstrating that firework. Some brands are going to be like, yeah, no, it's explosives. We don't want that, but maybe you could find a brand deal for something pyrotechnics related. That's the hope, at least. The trash wrap stuff, I'm really not sure. Like, I'm gonna have like a dumpster sponsor. Dumpster sponsors, yeah. Junk hauler sponsor. I mean, I don't know, but any of that's possible. That would be pretty cool. If there's any junk haulers or dumpster companies that want a shout out to our 200 subscribers, hit me up, man. I will gladly talk about your dumpster stuff. Like trash prop, I have no idea what it's gonna be, but right now it can be whatever you want it to be, baby. Just let me know. Shout out, trash people, dumpster land, all that good stuff, everywhere. Let me know. But yeah, the vidIQ stuff, there's just a lot of really good information about getting started. If you're trying to start a YouTube channel, if you've never filmed anything, just it's crazy too. The shorts, like you can gain so many subscribers from shorts, but then pivoting from making shorts to long form stuff, that's tough for a lot of people because the kind of subscribers you gain from the viewers on shorts aren't necessarily the kind who are going to want to watch your long form format unless it happens to be like the same niche and the same kind of thing. So it can work, but most of the time people will make their shorts from long form and if they're doing long form stuff, and that's a good way to do it. But it's just so much work because you work really hard making this long form video, and you're like, oh, I've got to clip this and trim that and cut that and put this on the shorts and put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok. It's like, oh my gosh, I just want to make YouTube videos. I don't want to have to do all this extra stuff. But I guess that's why the big channels have like crews and teams and people working together. And there's still some big, names out there doing stuff like mostly themselves. And gosh, there's so many tools now for thumbnails. That's something I have not worked on professionally at all. It's like your packaging, your thumbnail, your title. That's something that I need to practice on. So my goal for the next few months, if I'm doing long form, is my packaging. So my titles, my thumbnails. There are a ton of AI tools to kind of I wouldn't suggest using the AI to make your thumbnail completely, but you can use it to give you a starting point, and apparently that's really useful now, and they're getting really good. I don't think it looks very good if you just use AI to say, hey, generate a thumbnail here, and then you dump that on there. It's gonna look like AI. But using it as a springboard for making something aesthetically pleasing is a good idea. And just look at what other creators in your niche are doing and forming your stuff after that. Um, it's in getting inspiration from other creators in your niche. It's always a good idea. And yeah, that kind of thing. I don't have a whole lot of room to talk because, like I said, TrashProp only has 200 subscribers, and uh, you know, it's like how many does it have now? So maybe 280? That's almost 300. Oh man, we're gonna celebrate. When we hit 500, dude, we're gonna bake a cake. And when we hit 1,000, I'm gonna bake two cakes. Okay? It's gonna be awesome. I want you to tell all your friends if you want to see Trash Prop bake a cake, you gotta subscribe. You gotta like, you gotta comment and subscribe, please. I mean, you don't have to. It's cool if you don't. It'll help if you do, though, and then we get to bake a cake together. That'll be your cake and my cake. It'll be everybody's cake. We get to eat this cake. Well, it'll probably be me eating the cake, but you get to pretend that you're eating the cake, and it'll be great. I mean, it could be super fun. It could be. I hope so. I mean, I'm looking forward. It's best just to have fun with it, and honestly, that's been my journey I had some things on TikTok get banned because they were too fun. That's not exactly how they phrased it, but that's how I'm saying it. It was just too fun. Um, what's that? Q&A? What's your hidden talent? Your hidden talent is? I don't know. What is? Okay. What's your hidden talent? Anybody? Well, there has to be some viewers to answer it. YouTube, why do you want to do this now? Why are you, YouTube, why are you waiting till there's like one person in the stream? Why didn't you do it when there was like 50? Okay, because like everybody matters, but it's a lot easier for more interaction when there's more than one person. Okay? Like now there's none. Okay. I guess we're going through a dead spot too. Probably doesn't help. I apologize if this stream has had road noise or disruptions because it is streaming live. Man, that was another thing. I'm just complaining, but on Pyro Jason, I had a live stream of testing an entire like little backpack of fireworks. 80% of the video gone. The live stream just dumped it, and I went to go back and re-upload the processing version of it, and it sat there processing for months and never completed it. And the only option was to delete it. I think it's still in there, like processing forever. That's disappointing. It just, uh, okay. How do I? Is this a thing? How do I drag here to end Q&A? We're gonna end the Q&A. Yeah. But please let me know if anything I've mentioned was sounded interesting, or if you've seen any of the shorts that were more interesting than others. If you've seen any of the videos that were, um, I have not posted much on the repair side. So as I figure out where I'm going to put those, let me know what you think. I'm going to post some of the resale stuff on TrashProp since that was what it was originally for. And if we get into making more just random fun videos with props that we've made out of the trash, that I think there could be a lot of like fun, creative arts and crafts kind of stuff for making puppets. One of the ideas for Trash Prop was sick puppet theater. They don't have to be sick. It could be just they could be thick, thick puppet theater. I mean, it just could be puppets. It doesn't have to be weird. I don't know why it always has to be weird for you. Why do you want sick puppets? I don't understand. My viewers are the weirdest. Um, so puppet theater might be a thing. We find a lot of weird stuff in the trash, and our work has changed a lot. Our by our I mean mostly my wife and I, but that used to be my girlfriend. Wow, that's weird. Is she still my girlfriend if she's my wife now? How does that work? What are the rules? But we used to do a lot of we used to clean a lot of buildings at night, and we had opportunities for finding just weird stuff all the time that people threw away. And it was, we had the okay to be there to, anything we found in the dumpsters to clean out, and just a lot of stuff thrown away. And we don't have access to as much of that nowadays. Now, thankfully, one place I am cleaning a couple times a night, I'm cleaning an IT company building, and for some reason, I think it's because there's apartments nearby. I think the apartment folks are throwing stuff out when people leave, and so I guess that's what's happening because there's like it's our dumpster, but it's like full of like lawn chairs and like couch pieces and stereo equipment, just random stuff. A lot of it's broken, it's trash. But if you convert that trash into trash prop, that's that's the ticket. That's the idea. You get that trash money. It's it's kind of greasy, but you know what? It spends the same. Excuse me. Oh, it's so polleny. Is it polleny where you guys are? It's very polleny here right now. That's like It'll be fine, and then it'll be like super dry, and the pollen will go everywhere, and then it'll rain, and it'll be a lot better. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Almost half an hour drive in the dark. Uh, yeah. If anything was interesting, please let me know. Comment on this video. Yeah, it's a very dark road. Yeah, super. Heading back from the night work. Anyway, thanks for hanging out in the stream. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your interactions. It helps. I'm hoping to grow this channel a little bit more and just kind of chat every so often on the way back at night because there's just always something weird going on. Yeah, oh, for sure. There was a coyote on the way in. I was like, guy, there's a whole road. Why do you have to go now? Yeah, yeah. Occasionally there'll be like this, like an owl or something that'll swoop right in front of the car, and I'm like, you have the whole sky. What are you doing? All right, guys. I'm gonna close this out. Guys, have a good night. Take it easy. Have a good one. Till next time.